what's up? It's Paul from Guitar World, and I'm here with Rick from Fender. We're going to be talking about the brand new 57 Custom Series from Fender, specifically the Fender Champ and the Fender Deluxe, and Rick's going to tell us a little bit about both amps.
Well, Paul, it's really cool that we're able to bring these amplifiers out again. You know, in the lineage of Fender history, the amps that people tend to talk about are the tweeds, as far as some of those classic tones that everyone is excited about. So when we went to look at going back to reissuing these, we wanted to take a look at how they're designed, what specific modifications, or how can we make them sound even better than the previous iterations. And I think we did a really good job with them. You know, of course, for a lot of people, when they're interested in these amplifiers, hand-wired is essential. And these amps are hand-wired in Corona, California. They have a tag board just like the originals. They have really specially wound transformers. They have the Schumacher for the Champ and the Mercury Magnetics for the Deluxe. Special design speakers from Eminence to really get the best Alnico sound, so that your cleans are clean, your dirties sound warm and full. And one of the really interesting parts of this is it goes to Mike Lewis, the head of our custom shop. He actually worked with a U.S. manufacturer to replicate the original yellow Astron capacitors that were in the amplifiers. So he worked with them to get the formula just right. So both of these amps do include those Fender-designed yellow capacitors to be even closer to the originals. So you combine that, you know, finger-jointed pine cabinets for the resonance. And even something as simple as this, you know, both amplifiers now have a 12 AY7 tube in the first position. People over time used the 12 AX7 as kind of the way to get more gain. Yep. But the original Fenders came with the AY7, and it gives you a little bit more clean headroom. It doesn't break up as soon. So sometimes with the Champ and the Deluxe, it's good to have a little more headroom before it goes into the breakup and gain. You know, these are the kind of amps, they're bone simple. You know, with the Champ, you've got your volume knob, and with the Deluxe, you've got a volume and a tone. But it's all the colors that you can create sonically when you use a great guitar and a great amplifier. So I thought I'd just kind of show the amps set to about 10 on the volume and the tones all the way up on the Deluxe. I'm going to start really quietly and just show you how, just by picking and by the volume, we can increase the gain in all the different sounds.
Yeah, it's really nice because it's got a lot of that like warm mid-range and great touch sensitivity, especially with your pick attack and how you roll off the volume. It's real nice.
Yeah, it's one of the things that makes these amps really special is the sensitivity to your picking and to how hard you hit it. Why don't you play a little bit on the Champ? I mean, we're talking about one volume, but just by the way you play, you'll show how you can do, you know, distortion and clean tone.
Yeah, I mean, I always love the sound of this sort of that lo-fi, but it's really rich sounding, like distortion you can get out of a Champ. So let's take a quick listen.
Yeah, it's funny. It's just those are the sounds that you're so used to hearing on countless albums. You know, you think about you know, famous guys who went in with a Strat and a Champ and came out with an entire album full of just great tone and great playing. I think one of the things that's awesome is sometimes when you take things out of the whole ratio as far as guitar, chord, amp, the creativity comes from you. and you find all these colors and all these shades that it's really hard to kind of replicate when you've got foot switching and pedals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong, you know, these take pedals really, really well,
Sure.
but you could do a whole gig just good guitar, your hands, an amp.
Yeah, I mean, this is nice because, like, as you just heard a little bit, I mean, just get even like pumped up. It has that really nice chimey quality, even in the in-between, you know. I mean, that's really gorgeous.
Yeah, yeah. They.
And this one is how many watt?
Okay, so 5 watts on the Champ.
And speaker is
Speaker is it's an 8-inch speaker.
8-inch speaker.
Yeah.
And on your Deluxe, is how
It's a
many
12-inch. It's 12 watts. So, you know, 12 watts is not a ton of volume, but it's perfect for a mid-sized gig. These days, you know, people on, you know, the soundmen and are always asking, please, can you turn your amps down? It's nice to have an amplifier that you can turn up to get the tone that you want and not be yelled at by the sound guy.
Right.
But, you know, it's important for us at Fender to stay true to the lineage and make them as close as we can to the originals, but add a few little tweaks to really just enhance the tonal sound of these amplifiers.
So there you have it, the Fender 57 custom series of amplifiers, the Fender Champ and the Fender Deluxe. 2 unique flavors from Fender. Definitely check them both out and find which is your tone.